And for me, oh, it's a little droplets on the camera. Okay. Well, sorry for the it's raining. You know, it just gives me more reasons not to do it. But today is a rainy day in La Spezia. It's gloomy, but you know what? That's not gonna stop me from what I have to do. I have to turn these lights on because it's super dark in here. Okay, so we finally entered the last month of 2022. And you know, it made me think, did I use my time wisely this past year? 2022 started with me jumping in Lake Como and washing away all of my sins of the previous years. For my birthday, Rachel and I went to Positano, which is probably one of the most incredible places I have ever been to. When it came to basketball, the season ended with a disappointing loss in the first round of the playoffs. After the season, I flew back to Chicago to spend some time with my close family. Hey! After about a month, Rachel and I made our way back to Europe with our first stop in London. What'd you think about the changing of the guards?
It's cool. It's a gotta see it type of thing.
And for the final stop of the summer, we made Lithuania our home. I played some 3-on-3 basketball, showed Rachel my roots, and for the second season in a row, I'm back in La Spezia playing basketball. Overall, I'm glad how my year went, but every year time becomes more and more precious to me. There is so much more I wanted to do, but I always found reasons why I didn't have time to do the things that I wanted to do. There he stops. Do you know what that turns into later? Regret. I'm gonna try to illustrate this for you. So let's say here's me, right? Make fun of my drawing. I'm not a good illustrator, but I'll try to do my best. So here's me now, and it's no surprise that every single one of us will reach end of life, which is here, okay? So between now and end of life, there is this line. Now, what is on this line between now and end of life is time, years. Would you say it's drizzling a little bit?
Just a sprinkle.
Slight sprinkle. But it ain't gonna stop me. So how does regret happen for people that are approaching end of life? Well, as we know, let's say these are years, right? And in those years, we have the ability to choose how we spend our time. You know, for most of us, it's probably work. That takes a lot of our time. Also, on the weekends, let's say, you know, you like to go out and relax a little, so you party. After that, obviously, you'll have to recover. Then you go back to work. Say Netflix. You know, people like to binge watch Netflix for, I wouldn't even say hours, but I'd say days. We also have, let's say, endless scrolling on social media and so on and so forth, depending on how you want to choose your time.
That's when you know it's an expensive bag.
Would you say it's raining a little bit harder than expected? That is a sure beautiful view though. I told you, even when it rains, it's still beautiful out here. Let's see if I'm here now, desires, and it's okay to have desires, right? So we have these desires, it's me now. These are the years until we approach end of life. And we have the ability to choose how we spend our time. So if I work, party, Netflix and chill, social media, once I approach end of the life, I don't want any regrets. Even if I fail, I don't care if I fail, as long as I took a swing at it. To me, that's important. So for those who didn't use their time efficiently as the years went on, there is regret at the end of life. And that's something that I don't want. Now, on the other side of regret, there is happy life. So it's important that the desires that we have, again, for me, it's not so important whether or not do I achieve it. What is important, the reason why people have regret at the end of life is because they don't take a swing at these things that they want. Always finding excuses that they're busy with work. I don't have time. I don't feel good. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I'm happy. I live a happy life. My whole focus for this upcoming year is to make sure I use my time efficiently. Now, family is important to me. Self-actualization, learning. Okay, sorry for my spelling. And also implementing that into my life. So that when I approach end of life, I have no regrets, right? To me, that's important.
Is there a hood on this thing?
It is.
Yeah, just hood me up, baby.
As we're approaching the new year, we probably set out goals that we want to do. Just put this here. Trying to get
a shot of this, please.
With time, we kind of find reasons why we don't have time to do the things that are for. Whoa, there's a lot of the water's smashing over there. It's crazy. It's really, there's a lot of waves. Oh, look at that. Come on, is this not? That's beautiful. See, that's the beautiful part. Sometimes we find reasons why we can't do certain things. When you push yourself through the power of will, you experience some of the most amazing things. So what I want to do now for New Year's, I want to invite you to join me on a ChitLifeChallenge. Which involves 10 dips before New Year's.
Give me it under my coat.
10 dips before New Year's. Which will be a way for you to build that willpower. Oh, that's beautiful. The reason why I love the cold, it forces you to go beyond the mind. There's a bunch of voices right now screaming to get out of the water. It's cold, it's uncomfortable, but that's how life is sometimes, especially when we're trying to achieve those goals, achieve our desires. There's voices in our head screaming why not to do it. That's where the power of will comes into play. We have to will ourselves through those voices. Woo! Now that's chit life. That's a conscious life. But I feel good. That's the power, the human nature. Of course, now that I'm done, The sun comes out, it starts glowing, the rain stopped.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful right now. Look at this.
So chic.